It is that time again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Good afternoon by this point, I think. Yeah, good afternoon. We're back on a Boeing, and while I was away last week, I got some stuff. I got quite a few stuff. It is the final edition for. Okay, that's a bad example. It's the final edition to my 737 throttle setup. Many of you know I did update it just a little while ago, but now it's brand new. I've got the I've got the throttle mod now installed. I just did that like over the past hour. For some reason I didn't have the audacity to do it any other day of the week, but I had to do it now, and apparently it decides to give me some stress and not let me properly configure, because like I would set flaps 1 and then we go to flaps 2 and so on and so on. And same with the spoilers. Everything was pretty smooth, but it's all said and done now. Let's hop in, let's get her started. Let's see how she rolls. The sim sounds come all the way up. All the way up, come on, all the way up. And when we get her moving. We go to nav on all sides here. We'll start the APU now actually, because we do have already passengers boarding. We'll get this started, but we will get the APU started as well. Click all of these on. We're going to be squawking 3767 today, this afternoon. 3767. Here we go. We'll recycle the transponder there. We're going to get a roll in here. Trucks are connected. We'll go over here, re-import from here. What's the... Okay, hold on. 3008 is what we need. Give the screens a minute or two. Get the flight directors on. I'll paste that in here. We'll go to IRS. We are at Tampa this afternoon. Dang, I'm so used to doing morning flights. Take that, paste it in here. As soon as the screens come alive, we'll get that going as well. If they come alive. This one can go to this screen, actually. APU should be available. We'll release that and we'll activate the APU bleed. Oh god, I got scared for a second. Why are the screens not lighting up? Somebody please tell me. There we are. Get the bleed on. Packs on. Now this aircraft has not moved out of a gate. I have not moved this aircraft from the same gate that we have arrived into. Back in April when I first got the new throttle upgrades, and that was a long time ago. We got dual levers, good. And now we're switching to brand new ones. So Tampa, we're going over to New Orleans. I am taking you guys this afternoon. New Orleans, brand new destination. And actually I flew out of there last night. I did a quick New Orleans to Atlanta flight on the Phoenix. Performance very good, possibly because of the new Phoenix update, but honestly New Orleans might be a very underrated airport. I'm not even gonna lie. It actually looks very nice, and the surrounding area just poses for some great arrivals. So we're gonna be flying in there today. Beautiful Freedom 1. I think it's about time, right? I haven't flown this aircraft since April, since I flew it here from Chicago Midway. And actually, really quickly, this Tampa scenery, I haven't looked at it for quite a while. Pretty good. It works very well. This whole Florida aesthetic goes good with Rex Atmos. What am I trying to say here? And as we're loading her up, let's do our own stuff here as well. We'll get the OFP up on here. 7-3. Okay. Well, this thing's awesome. We're only at flight level 300 this afternoon. Now I actually am wondering a little why it's so low, but that's all right. We'll take it. It's just easier for descent and ascent. And then flight number, we are south. Well, actually, hold on, this is the windy flight. Windy 1549. Correct me if it's not windy. I have no idea exactly. Runway, we're taking 01 right. Is on our side. That's the wrong one. Paste that in here. And then we'll go over to the next page. So really quick before we go to there, we said 01 right was the correct runway, and we have what's our departure? Departure is going to be the Dormer 3. Dormer? Domer? I don't know. Simpsons reference. To Fruit. F-R-O-O-T. activate and paste that. Then from Beirut, oh wait, hold on. Does it just go out like that? Or is it a vector? It is a vector, okay. So we'll go back to route, next page. We'll put data up on all these. And we shall put direct to Razi, that's the next one. Direct to Razi, that is Romeo, Oscar, Zulu, Zulu, India. Zulu, Zulu, India. From Razi, it is via Yankee 280 to Redfin. That is Romeo, Echo, Delta, Foxtrot, November, Redfin. And from there, it's direct to Hotel Romeo Victor. And then I believe that is a VOR right next to the airport. And if we're using runway 11, then it should not be in the way. Let's double check really quickly. Oh, then arrival is right. So this is where it gets a little complicated because this is New Orleans. They don't have any established stars, so it's only approaches. That's what makes it fun. That's why I chose this airport, because it looks cool and because it's got some. It's got the southern approaches. Okay, you get that. We're gonna pin Domer, and then for the arrival, we're gonna. There's no stars here. Oh, sure there is. Only a few. There aren't any coming in from the south, unless you count OLED, which is coming in from the southwest, but like doesn't really matter. So the ILS 1. So where is that VOR that I was talking about? HRV. I'm trying to figure out. There must be like an RNAV approach from here, right? So HRV. Let me show you guys where that is. So that's the wrong one. HRV. If we scroll through here on the step climbs, here's HRV. Here's New Orleans. Better way to show you guys might be like this. Let me do it like that. It's actually raining there a little bit. So HRV is this one right here, and then what's the VOR named after? I don't know. Bell Cheese. What the heck is that? If it's like way out here, if anything, we can just fly like parallel to the airport, like as like a self vector, and then just I can create a custom waypoint and establish us on the arrival just like that. We can figure that out from there. How about a Zulu? What does that do? That doesn't do anything either. Okay, so we'll go with the ILS, and we're not gonna do anything extra. We're just gonna use turtle here. So we're gonna do the ILS 1, no SID, and no approach transitions. So if we look at the route now, if we skip through, oh wait, hold on. We go to legs. Oh, where is this? Where's this? Like, is it like? I think I might have seen this. Okay, so we're gonna be basically flying, heading 350 off departure. That's what the real flight is. Are we all done boarding? There's no freaking way. Oh, and fueling too. We haven't done fueling yet either. So we're gonna fly the heading. So it looks a little like this. Flight 350. Where is it? Oh, they actually do give you a heading. 003. Okay. I didn't know they actually give you a heading. The 003. We'll set that up on all three here. Course heading and course. For speed, it was just put up to 150 for now, so it's closer next time I start scrolling. And then for altitude, it's just 6,000. Okay. And then again, the final is 300 for us today. So yeah, it'll just be 030, and then we'll just fly direct to Sykes. From Sykes, it's to Fruit. From Fruit, okay, there's nothing there pinned. It'll be the HRV, and from HRV, we'll just fly. I'll get the waypoint once we get up to cruise. But we'll just fly parallel to the airport. It is 106, so the opposite would be plus 16, so 286. So from HRU, we can do 286 for what? However many miles, and then at that red end point, we can just fly up to Turtle. Hopefully that makes sense. Who's in Tampa? Why do I hear an airplane? Because there's actually somebody here. Somebody departing. Oh no, arriving, my bad. A 777. That is a Turkish Airlines, I don't know why he's here. So hour 30 today in the air. That's actually a little longer than I thought it would be. Interesting. Okay. Back over to what we were doing. So route is all figured out, right? We have. Actually, might as well get it over with now. So HRV. We gotta skip through the HRV. The HRV. We zoom in here. On heading 286. Oh, we gotta put in here. So from HRV on heading 286, we'll give him how many miles? I don't know. So let's take a look. So Turtle is 6.75. Okay, I might use a calculator for this. So 0.1 plus 0.8 plus 0.6 plus 5 plus 6.7. Okay, it's 13.2 miles. So from Turtle it's 13.2, and if we zoom out, I just want to see how far away HRV. So it's about, okay. We'll put 27 miles. At 27 miles, let's see if that gives us a good rendezvous point. That is near perfect. Let's try 30 miles. HRV at 286. No, hold on. 286 at 30 miles. That is perfect. We will take that. We're gonna go ahead and execute that. We'll erase the. Oh wait, hold on. We'll erase the first one, and we'll pull HRV up, and we'll pull Turtle up. There you go. And we're all set for the arrival. Beautiful. All right, we should be all ready to go on our way. Was it 30 something? What was the altimeter again? 3008. Okay. 3008. All right. Next up is this flight level 300. Why do I have a new page open? Oh, that's right. I am retarded. Hold on. OFP is giving us 251 or 53 for the average cruise. 251 at 53. Then for the reserve, constant was 73. For the reserves, it was a measly. Where is it? 5.6. That's not too bad. 5.6. And then for zero fuel weight, all the other weight is already loaded on. No, hold on. We can't actually do zero fuel weight yet. We got to do fuel. I don't do fueling with GSX on the PMDG anymore, just because it screwed me up one too many times, and it's pissed me off one too many times, so I'm not doing it anymore. Fuel loading, we're doing 16,835. We'll do 16,850 for now. We'll load that on here. Now we can get a new zero fuel weight, or it just remains the same. That's all right. We'll go to N1 limit. That's posted in there. We'll back out of here. Go back to FS Actions, ground services. We should be able to turn on the beacon at this point. All the fuel pumps on. All this on. Nothing in the center tanks. Nothing in the center tanks. Let's just make sure temperature's doing good. We're in lower 70s. Not too bad at all. Good. Holy lag. And the final thing was, the calculation is right. So if we go back out and into here, runway 0 right, from aircraft, import weather, import weather, hello. So automatically it'll give us 49 as a cell, and a takeoff view rate. That's right. We'll take climb 1 though, because I like climb 1. We'll do flaps 5, trim 5.61, 5.61 on the dot. Let's use our honeycomb Bravo here to set the trim. Not sure how sus that looks, but hey, we're doing professional stuff here, alright? You guys are the ones thinking it's inappropriate. Trim's all set up, 5.61. We'll cross-check the speed is 14138 and 141, 3 and 8. That is all set, and then 8,300 on the length, so we'll put that in here, and then these can be all checked off. 148 plus 15 is 163. We'll put that up in here. And that's it. Let's request pushback. We're all ready to go. We're going to release the shocks. Doors closed. Nose left north on the ramp. Go ahead, ding the seatbelts. We'll just later, we're gonna release the parking brake. We got damper on, this is all on. Engines are all clear, we can start our wheel. We're gonna go ahead and start the clock here. Make sure that's that. Okay, now it's the SARM. We go over to legs. And we're all good, we're pushing. Are we on Unicom or is there a CTAF for Tampa? Because I've been on, okay, 119.5. 119.5. Because I've been on some weird frequency this whole time. 119.5. Now 122.8 for Unicom. Here we go, all set. We'll start engine 1. And what the hell is this thing doing? Oh, I see what it's doing. You know what? I'm not going to start the engines until after we push because I have no idea how long this is going to take. So we're going to go ahead and just sit here for a little bit. That's why I put the 15 pounds of extra fuel. Because it should turn us around here. Hopefully. And most likely will. Okay. Unless it's gonna push us like in there. Or however they do it here. Because we're gonna have to watch the wing blockers where they go. Okay, so it's, yeah, they're just gonna turn us around like that. Got it. Go ahead and reset my camera so I don't forget it. We're gonna go ahead and once the wing walkers stop walking, like you can tell when they're gonna stop the aircraft by looking at the wing walker. Once he stops moving, we'll start engine 1, and we'll shut up for the startup for you guys. Unless I cannot see him, I will not be able to see him. Are we doing it this one then? Alright, so they've stopped. We're going to go ahead and start engine number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy. Give us a good start on 1, and we shall start 2 as well. Starting 2. We'll do it from this one. I might have to redo these camera views. Beautiful start on 1 and 2. We'll watch for the hand signal on the side. Thank you. You have a good one. We'll activate the engine bleeds here. Let's make sure the sim sounds are not louder than I am, because I have to be the loudest one here. Okay. Deactivate the AP bleed. We'll bring the packs back in and we'll close the isolation valve to auto. We can actually turn the AP off as well. Beautiful. And then for taxi, did I put that on? For taxi, it's going to be as simple as this. Go back to our charts. Taxi in Tampa is pretty straightforward. We have runway 01 right today. We're going to be going Gulf, Gulf 6, Charlie all the way down. We got it started then. Double traffic Southwest 1549 taxiing out on Gulf 6, Charlie to runway 01. Right, we'll let you guys know. Back and break off. We'll go flaps 5 if I'm not mistaken. Flaps 5. We'll spool them up. It feels very nice, I'm not gonna lie. So we don't miss the taxiway. Once we're out of the ramp, we'll get the taxi lights on. Just to get us moving here. Although technically Southwest is supposed to go fast, so we'll do that. Very good feel to the throttles though. Very good feel. Hats off to Pro Desk Sim. I gotta put their thing in the description. Where? There we go. Let's keep it centerline for now. I don't want to get a pilot deviation call. Mr. Links, welcome man. I'm doing good, how are you? Just about taxiing out of Tampa. There's the taxiway. We'll take this is Charlie, we'll take it all the way down to our runway. We got to cross runway, I believe it's at 27 and 9. No, 10 and 28, or 10 and 28. Sorry, I'm about to get banned for not calling a runway correctly. It's a good taxi speed from Southwest. Maybe preferably towards the center line more, but you know, that's good. I do hope that Verticalsim does update the scenery once the new terminal for Tampa comes out, because they are building a new terminal. That air side over there, the cargo air side on the other side over there, they didn't have anything. Yeah, they're building a brand new concourse, or they call them air sides. They're building a brand new air side over there. Airside Echo, I believe they're calling it, is going to be a host to Delta primarily. So I'm trying to, I'm more or less curious. Oh wait, no, Concourse Delta will be hosting Delta. Hold on, you know what? Screw this. I'm pulling this up. They're building a brand new. Okay, this is Echo. So they're building a brand new one here. This is going to be Delta. It's going to be hosting Delta Airlines, who currently resides in Echo. All right, so I'm trying to figure out who's going to be in Echo. I would imagine Frontier takes it over. If not Frontier, maybe United moves, or Spirit moves, or somebody like a Velo or Breeze, or it. Okay, so this is actually an international terminal. I had no idea. You know, I'm just thinking who's gonna move to Echo with all the empty space. I mean, I wouldn't imagine Frontier goes there fully, because they don't. It's not their airport. This is mainly a Spirit and American Airlines. This is mainly an American Airlines and a Southwest dominated airport. Tampa traffic, Southwest like 1549 crossing runway 28 on Charlotte. Pop that on. I did learn that from an actual He's in the RNAV for one left. Got it. Do I have him? Hold on. Do I have him muted? I do not. Okay. There's Raymond James Stadium in the back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Actually, very well made. hats off to Verticalsim. This scenery is really old, but it's just so well made. It just repeats itself time and time again. We can turn this off temporarily. We'll get TARA on. And we should be all set. Again, heading 030 up departure. If I'm not mistaken, we're at 17 knots. We should be able to make it all the way down. Go ahead, take the flight attendants. I believe this does alert them. Does. Yes, it does. Okay. I'm just making sure that you can hear that in the cabin. When we flip departure flight attendants, we take our seats for takeoff and should enjoy the takeoff. We'll do that. Alright, we did flaps 5. We're all set on the trim. And, wow. Congrats to me for keeping center line. I'm so good at it. I'm so good at keeping center line. Let's take off here. Tampa traffic, Southwest 1549, tacking off runway 1 right. No delay. Make sure we're all clear of traffic ahead of us and behind us. Yep, we're all good. We'll line it up here and we'll do immediate takeoff. We're gonna go ahead and put those up here, put that one up there. Actually, no logo light required for now. Let's spool them up 40. You know, LMAP. Take off. I love this. I love this departure so much.
80 knots.
80. We'll release the pressure.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotate.
Crosswind's coming in already. Awesome. Positive rate. Gears coming up.
Rate. I hope you have a good flight, man.
Thanks. Have a good day too, man. Well, autopilot here. 030 on the heading. We'll watch the departure. Raymond James and V-City's Tampa down back there. Good luck, Buccaneers. You guys are going to get screwed in the first round of the playoffs. Ha! Or the Panthers win the division. Either way. Climbing up, and we're up to speed. We're bringing flaps 1. Hello? There we go. I forgot how hard you have to move it now. But flaps 1, right? You get a flaps 1? Yeah, there it is. We'll zoom out. We'll get the terrain on. And we shall fly 280. Clear the flaps. Flaps up. Auto brake can come off. Gear does not go off because it's a lever here, so it's alright. Nicholas, welcome, man. Did I say 290 or 280? Supposed to be 2. I swear I just saw 290. 280 on the heading. Goodbye, Tampa. This plane was rusting in here. Actually, we took off the same runway we landed on. The exact opposite way. Again, Raymond James, very well made. V-Cities, took me like a month or so to figure out how to get that one working. And Tampa itself. And actually, I got St. Petersburg Clearwater Airport a little while ago. Could be somewhere here. There it is, right there. Also a very fun one. Alright, we're going to go ahead and fly direct to Keys. We figure this out. We'll go VNAV, we'll go climb up to 170. Once you're really punching it at the windows this close. Let's make sure flaps up and clean, auto brake off, gear can't go off, but figure it out. Flaps up, spoilers up, auto brake is off. Let's see the engines. Normal, we can pop these off for now. We are on our way to New Orleans. See you soon. Oh, we forgot to start the clock. My bad. Silly me. We're gonna keep this one on just in case we have to come back. Good sound of departure though. Again, I can't get enough of Tampa. I love Tampa so much. One of, if not, no, like top 5 favorite airports to ever fly into. I gotta make like a full list. Hold on, I gotta like sit back and actually make a list. Like all the airports I've been in and remember, like ranked, number 1 through however many there are. The steep climb though. One more time, just make sure I don't have the camera. Here we are. At 10,000 feet, we can go ahead and get the lights off. Aircraft will clean itself up really quickly. And where's, here it is, clear water. Only Allegiant flies into here, and actually flying out is very fun. I have not landed in. I've done one flight from here, and it was to Myrtle Beach. Where's he at? One guy. It's 10,000 feet. We're gonna bring the aircraft sounds down. Where's he landing on? He said he was on the RNAV for one left. Okay, so he's turning base right now. He's south of McConnell Air Base. All right. So here's why I wanted that departure specifically. That specific departure, just because it looks super freaking cool. For some reason, there's an update. Here's where he actually is. He's gonna be turning base in a second from Atlanta. Because it looks really freaking cool. So, taxi out came out like this. Very smooth little wiggly, squiggly line. We did an amazing job at keeping center line throughout this entire ordeal here. As you guys can see. Nice rolling takeoff, Southwest style. A 030 off the departure, then 280, and then direct to skis. This is where we are going right now. Skis should be here somewhere, unless it's not even a thing. Dormer next. Oh, they updated this. Oh, nice. I don't even have to click on them anymore. It's very, very convenient. Thank you. Thank you, Volanta. Thank you so, so much. Yo, Joshua, what's up, man? Have no fear, Joshua's here. What's up? Doing good? That's a good slogan. You got to do that every single time that you come in. Where's... Okay, this is the entirety of St. Petersburg Clearwater. Tropicana Field. I believe that's where the Tampa Bay Rays play. I don't know. I don't really care about Florida baseball too much. I've been all Cubs, personally. Not even the White Sox. One of these islands right here is Treasure Island. I'm trying to figure out which one. Where's Treasure Island? I went vacationing there with my grandparents back in 2022 or 2021, I want to say. I'm trying to figure out which one it is. I think it's this one. Hang on, I can't even freaking tell. Because they all look the same. Okay, no, this is Treasure Island right here. Specifically, this is the road right here. This exactly where my motel was. Look it up. It's called Satellite Motel. I think it's called something else now. There's a different name to it now. That motel, I did not like it at all. But Treasure Island itself is very pretty. Very, very, very big beach. Very, very long, and that's one good thing about it. And there's like a Publix here or something. It's a very good surrounding area. If I remember, yes, that's the proper area. It's very good surrounding area, but the motel absolutely sucked. There are much better hotels to go around. I'm blessed. Still waiting for you to do a Hawaiian Airlines 717 trip one of these days. Is there even a 717 for the simulator? I know there's the one Captain Sim one. Yeah, there's the one Captain Sim. I'm not sure. How much is it? Now, there has to be another one. There's no way. Alright, maybe that's the only one. The question is it any good? Is it Captain Sim? Or is it like actually good? That's 717. I forgot we gotta go 300. We'll just increase that for now. I'm gonna go 18,000 in just a second. Where does... You know what? Surprisingly, it looks good. Unless I am very washed and I don't understand what a 717 should look like. Hawaiian Airlines. Hold on, give me... Alright, we gotta get off this frequency. There's Unicom. We're gonna go ahead and press standard as well. How about we settle for ourselves? I found some images of it. Let's settle for ourselves. Does this look good or not? So, straight from their website, base pack. What is that supposed to mean? Like there's more. So does the 717 actually look like this? And actually, we can do some Delta ops too. Boeing. I cannot type. My fingers are cold. Boeing 717-200 cockpit. What does it look like? You know what? They actually did a good job. They actually. Hold on. I gotta open image. Here we go. Do that. You know what? They actually did a good freaking job. I'm not even gonna lie. They did it. Whoa, that is very good. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Now, obviously, they didn't do the best job, but like, this actually looks good. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna argue. They did a very good job. Question is, what does it sound like? We gotta make sure. See, I'm a very sound-based person. I like my sounds. I like to know what something sounds like. I gotta look that up too. This is the same thing. Why did I open the same page twice? Thanks to Hawaiian Airlines, the 717 became my favorite small-body aircraft. They look like a CRJ 500, but way better. Yeah, the CRJs absolutely suck. They all do. I completely wiped them from my fleet in the simulator. I think I did, right? I don't know if I think I did uninstall them. And for my Volanta too. I hate the CRJs. I tried flying them. There's no friggin', what's it called? There's no, you know what I mean, auto throttle. They're annoying as piss to land. And they're small. They're stupid small. And it's just, I bought an entire sound pack for them. And yeah, they were fun. They're still fun. I'll fly them every now and then. But I don't have them installed. And I'm not planning on. So 717, hold on. Any actual reviews? Let me just make sure the sim sounds are down low. When did I watch this video? Nope. I swear, if I click through 6 minutes and I get another ad, I'm closing this. You can open the bathroom door. Soap works. Cabin looks good. But it looks... Hold on. It looks alright. I'm not even gonna lie. That looks solid. I have videos on my 717 when I hear the sounds. So yeah, I'll go ahead and check that out. I mean, I think I know what a 717 sounds like. I've heard different Delta videos of it. Is this 2024? Yeah, it's 2024. Hold on, is it compatible for 2020? That's the question. This guy has background music. That's not funny. Alright. You know what? I'll have to decide, but what am I opening, man? Why am I clicking on stuff? I'll have to decide, and maybe, just maybe, we'll do one of those. I only have 2 videos on the 717, and it's 2 more than most people in the aviation business, if you ask me. Let me go check it out. It should pop up on popular. I have to scroll a little bit. I'll take a look, man. Yeah, I'll definitely have to take a look later, because I think I got to turn some music real quick, just so I can get things moving. Hold on. They're going to keep forgetting what it's called. Found it. Alright, we said, how long was the flight supposed to be? It was supposed to be hour 30 airtime, 2 hours gate to gate. That's actually a lot longer than I thought it would be. And actually, there's Jacksonville Center, 135925. Let's pop on that. What was it again? Oh, 135. My bad. 135. Does it go all the way around? Of course it does. 135925. I'm sorry. I might forget. Yeah, 135925. Okay. Let's pop on that. I'm not sure if we're in his range yet, but we're gonna like pass through the south end of it. So as soon as I won't have to see. I'm itching to fly on them again. That's how much I love the 737. Dude, just come to O'Hare. Delta has a lot of Boeing 717s flying out of O'Hare. Or any Delta hub at that. Unless you like really like Hawaiian Airlines. Cause aren't they all Alaska now? I think Alaska bought them out or something. Actually, let me go ahead and zoom out all the way. And we'll zoom in a little bit on this one. This one I like to have it full range. This one a little closer. Once we get up to cruise, I'm gonna go eat really quickly, just because I'm gonna get yelled at if I don't eat. I don't have a disorder or anything. I just don't feel hungry unless somebody prompts me to. That's like a weird thing. If I'm bored, then I'll eat compulsively. If I'm occupied, I'll forget to eat, and somebody gets mad at me. We have them flying from Detroit to Minneapolis. Soon from Newark. Oh, that's not bad.
Nomadic 67 Jack Center, clear to the JFK Airport, the radar vector is J Ross, center file, maintain 2000, expect flight level 390, 10 minutes after departure. Departure to 50.
This should be our last sharp turn.
Nomadic 67 cleared to the JFK Airport, radar vectors J Ross, after departure, climb and maintain 2000, expect 390, 10 minutes after, we'll stay with you for departure, and 7366 in the box, Nomadic 67.
Nomadic 67, read that correct, your choice for runway 1010, information out, current advisory to taxi.
For planning purposes, we're going to select runway 10, and we'll call you back when we're ready.
Nomadic 67, roger.
Jacksonville Center, good afternoon, Southwest 1545. Departed from Tampa, we're on the south on your frequency. Checking in, flight level 300.
Southwest 1549, Jack Center, radar contact local.
Beautiful. Here's cruise. Pop the seatbelts. I believe they'll... Oh, they don't even have anything modeled here. Awesome. And it's lagging again, okay. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna... Hold on. I'm gonna ask if I can leave for a few minutes just to get some lunch. I'm mad hungry. Any other time you see degrees Delta operate Newark is the A321, CRJ 900 or the 73900s to Atlanta. Raleigh, Durham, etc. Oh, okay. I'm surprised they had 321s flying such short routes. Nowadays, everybody has CRJs doing that.
Your friend there is he today?
Oh, minus degrees.
No rush.
We'll leave it. We'll just leave it on this camera right here.
Milana, give
Go
me
over
a
here.
shortcut to get me out of his way.
You know what? Hold on. Now since we're 300, we'll take
Delta 1729.
we'll go down to 4,000 now.
To be honest,
Just so descent will start
sorry.
if we're not
Yeah, no
here.
worries. Trying to help you out.
Let's take up the heading real quick. 285.
Green 101 Jackson.
I was just about to talk and somebody else stepped on top of. I almost stepped on them. Hold on, my bad. Jacksonville Center, Southwest 1545. Can we step out for about 15 minutes?
Southwest 1549, approved, report back.
Alright, we'll report back.
Next time, Red Ox.
I'm gonna step out for a little bit just to go. Not to go hungry, alright? So. Be back soon.
Red Ox 7, winds 19012, runway 17, what's the option?
Come on, don't clear Red Ox.
Coco Flight 727, Jack Center, you want your iPod clearance?
Yes, we are ready to go to the airport.
Coco
The
Flight
McDonald's
727,
snack wrap
clear
is
to
back.
Mike,
You brought it back.
via radar
Ranch
vector,
snack wrap.
St. Simon,
Spicy
Sierra,
snack
India,
wrap.
Savannah, Miles.
You broke the internet. Put a
Expect
snack.
flight level
Snack
00,
wrap is back.
Departure. Departure with frequency, squawk 7765.
Jacksonville Center, hello. Base state 5092, climbing through 10,000 for 270.
User 727 to the destination, my flight 90 of 5 via India VAR. Flight initially 2000, selecting level 2 with 10 minutes after departure and just
Coco Flight 727, read that correct. Expect runway 10 for departure, information out current. Are you ready to taxi?
yes, we are ready to taxi and we are on board with 727.
Coco Flight 727, runway 10, taxi via Bravo Charlie, cross runway 1 at Charlie.
Taxiing via Papa Charlie to runway 10 and we are clear to cross for which runway?
Runway 1 at Charlie.
Copy that.
Base 5092, Jack Center, radar contact will. Nomadic 67, runway 10, follow traffic, and you're crossing at 1 Charlie.
Taxi runway 10 will follow the traffic and will cross runway 1 on Charlie 67.
Down in 420 Delta Sierra, Jack Center, clearance on the quick standby. Simon 420 Delta Sierra, clear to the Kilo Alpha Alpha Foxtrot Airport via Melbourne 8 departure. Radar vector series and its miles. Expect 10,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure correction, maintain 2,000, expect 10,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure to 2 squawk 3470. 3470, squawk 9470. Simon 420 Delta Sierra, read back correct. Would you like runway 27 left for departure? Delta Sierra, expect runway 27 left for departure, altimeter 3008 advisory taxi. 08, taxi
600, Red Ox, flight 5
Red Ox 7 on the rudder.
Jack Center, Southwest 2038, sending through flight level 114 on the ride to arrival.
Southwest 2038, Jack Center, welcome. Orlando's landing north, so all vectors around. Turn right heading 090 to send maintain 6000 and expect ILS 35 right.
Expect ILS 35 right, right heading 090 and send 6000 Southwest 2038.
Aircraft 1, take call sign. Coast Guard 253 Jack Center. Coast Guard 253 stay aircraft type. Coast Guard 253 214
Jacksonville Center, hello American 2884, flight level 300 inbound Orlando VR.
American 2884 Jack Center, welcome. I'll have a system here shortly. American 2884 cross Cozy at maintain 1313,000 Jack altimeter 01.
Roger, cross 40 at 13,000, Kennedy, Jacksonville, Center 3014, American 2884.
Coast Guard 6050, get our contact, tentacle altimeter 3007. Delta 420 Delta, correction Diamond 420 Delta Sierra, runway 9 right, taxi via Alpha, correction taxi via Sierra Uniform Alpha, cross runway 27 left.
Sierra Uniform Alpha, cross Uniform Alpha.
Zero wing 11 Jack Center.
Jack Center, good afternoon. Regent 1071, flight level 390. Apologies for the late contact.
Allegiant 1071, Jack Center, welcome.
Elizabeth 727, good for the background on the
For the flight 727, winds calm, fly runway heading runway 10 with takeoff.
final rating and close to the from 10
American 262 Heavy, Jack Center. We're having an issue here. Our sim rate is going fast. Do you know any way to slow it down?
Nope. Southwest 2038, turn right heading 270 to send maintain 3000.
Right, 270 to send maintain 3000, Southwest 138.
Jack Center, Pneumatic 67, ready for departure, runway 10.
Pneumatic 67, runway 10, line of flight.
Line up and wait, runway 10, Pneumatic 67.
American 3136, descend via stock car for arrival, Charlotte landing north, Altimeter 3012. American 1729, climb maintain flight level 330.
330 for Delta 1729 Center.
Correction, climb maintain flight level 370, Delta 1729.
370 Delta 1729, thank you.
Base state 5092, descend via Grinch 5 arrival, and landing north, altimeter 3008.
70 to Grinch 5, and we copy the ATIS. We've got golf on board, base case 5092.
Allegiant 1071, cross Bang, that maintain 1010,000, Tampa, altimeter 3006.
Bangs at 10,006 for 1071.
Southwest 2038, descend maintain 2000.
So maintain 2000, Southwest 2038.
Cargo flight 727, radar contact, stay altitude.
We are passing now 1,500.
Cargo flight 727, clear at St. Simons, climb maintain flight level 300.
Direct to Sierra Sierra India and climb level 300, Southwest 77.
Nomadic 67, fly runway heading, winds calm, runway 10, let's take off.
Clear for takeoff, fly runway, heading runway 10, Nomadic 67. Nomadic 420 Delta 0.
Diamond 420 Delta Sierra, fly runway heading, runway 9 right, close takeoff.
Runway heading, runway 9 right, clear for takeoff. Delta 729, step away for 2 minutes, please.
Go. Diamond 420, wind 0908. Delta 3104, leaving my airspace to the north, radar services terminated, frequency change group.
Bridge for Delta 3104, suit!
See you, man. Nomadic 67, radar contact, stay altitude.
1,500.
Nomadic 67, clear direct J-Ross, climb maintain 3000.
Clear direct J-Ross, climb and maintain 3000, Nomadic 67. Delta 1729 back center.
Welcome back. American 262, Jackson.
American 262.
Just making sure, welcome.
Jack Center, if you're not heavy, $100, 22,000.
Stand 7, Jack Center, radar contact, welcome. American 2884, contact Jack's approach 124.9.
124.9, American 2884, bye-bye.
See you. Southwest 2038, 5 miles from Fesher, turn right heading 330, maintain 2000 still established, cleared ILS 25 right approach.
Right, 330, to maintain 2000, so established, cleared ILS, 35 right approach, Southwest 2038.
Southwest 2038, wind 0709er, runway 8 clear land. Correction, runway 35 right clear land, sorry.
35 right, clear to land, Southwest 2038.
Remember 0 Delta Sierra, radar contact the altitude.
2000 now.
0 Delta Sierra, climbing team 10,000, clear direct theory.
Direct theory, comment name 10,000.
Range engines, American 1562 heavy, flight level 400.
American 1562, heavy, Jackson roll.
And Jack Center, Nomadic 677, requesting higher if possible.
Nomadic 67, sorry about that, climbing team, flight level 390.
Climb and maintain flight level 390, Nomadic 67, thanks.
Cargo flight 727, verify direct scene assignment.
Argus fighting indefinite.
Cargo flight 727, turn left heading 180 and 1 direct scene assignment.
Thank you very much, right heading 180, sir.
Collision 1034, cross banged at maintain 10,000, Tampa altimeter 2006.
Thanks, I maintain 107.
Wow, hoo-hoo. I was gone for a long time. Dang, 17 minutes though? It's not terrible, but like, yeah, it's a little long. Did I get handed off yet? No, I'm still in the center area.
Jack Center, American 670. I just want to let you know, I'm trying to slow down my sim rate. I can't, and we're going fast. So.
American 262, I can't really help you, unfortunately. You're not really in the way of anybody, so just stay 370 until you're out of my airspace. We'll be all good.
Copy that, American 670.
1729, cross Jersey at maintain flight level 210.
A little more than halfway.
Maintain 210, Delta 1729.
Jackson Center, Southwest 104 with you, departing Orlando.
We gotta monitor the winds in New Orleans though, because I don't know if the runway's gonna get changed or not.
Clear at Danny, climb maintain flight level 370.
Clear direct Danny, flight level 370. Can I get that a little bit lower? It's going to be a very short flight, and I don't know if I'm going to be safely able to descend.
We're gonna watch the
Southwest 1104.
weather in New Orleans, and it is coming in from straight from the east. So we're still set on runway 11.
Squawk 6713,
3002.
11, Southwest 1104.
The altimeter now.
Jack
There
Center,
we go.
good afternoon, American 3147 with you, flight level 360. We're about 20 west of Ormond Beach.
American 3147, sorry I didn't see you earlier. Jack Center, welcome.
Oh, it's all good. Yep, we're about 30 west of Ormond Beach at 360.
Southwest 2038, vacated 35 right, looking to just go to airside 2.
We gotta report back. Hold on.
Southwest 2038, exit ramp, the Juliet Lima Kilo, cross runway 35 left Kilo, straight ahead. Have a good night.
Juliet Lima Kilo, and then 35 left at Kilo. Have a good night. Southwest 2038.
Jackson Center, Southwest 1549 is back.
Welcome. American 3136, squawk 2572.
2572, American 3136.
Base date 5092, expect ILS 36 left approach.
Base state 592, do you think we can get into 35 right? That'll put us a little bit closer to our gate.
Base date 5092, expect ILS 35 right.
Here, looks like the ILS 35 right, base state 1592.
American 3136, contact Atlanta Center 13297.
Contact Atlanta 13297.
See. American 262, leave my airspace to the south, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Thank you. We'll switch over to C7. Sure.
And Jack's Legion 1071, we're looking to see if we can grab the VOR runway 36 in St. Pete.
Legion 1071, that'll be your discretion. We do not control Tampa. And actually, speaking of that, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Have a great night.
Alright, we're going over to Unicom 1071. Take care, thank you.
Cargo flight 727, are you direction, Simon?
I think it's...
Cargo flight 727, verify direction, Simon now.
Did anyone leave you?
Alright, when able, direct to St. Simon.
Okay, copy.
The meal was quite incredible. Grandmas know how to cook above everybody else. Nobody will ever cook better than my grandma.
Remember Charlie 1701, leave my airspace to the south, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Back to the dark side of 22.8. Thanks for being here. Happy holiday.
My Slavic Ukrainian grandma, to be exact. And actually, again, in general, anybody, like, the older you get, the better you cook, but something about Eastern European grandmas, they just cook a little bit differently. Maybe alright, it's basically just like a giant meatball, but like not in the shape of a meatball. and it's just pork and chicken. It's amazing. You gotta try it with barbecue sauce. Like I bring back barbecue sauce from where I work, little cups of it. It goes along so well. Then of course some borscht soup. That also goes well.
Southwest 1549. Did I tell you radar service is terminated already?
Oh, not yet. 1549.
Southwest 1549. Leaving wire space to the west. Radar service terminated. Please change cruise vehicle.
Thank you. Have a good rest of your day. 1549.
You as well, thank you.
Alright, we're gonna go. We're gonna set up the CTAF on here for New Orleans next. 119.5, and then we're on Unicom right now. Real world, you are never actually gonna use Unicom or CTAF. It's just that Unicom is whenever you're in the air, and it's uncontrolled airspace, which usually every airspace is controlled. But usually when you're in the air and you're on Unicom. But if you're on the ground in an uncontrolled airport, you would be on their CTAF frequency. You could get this from several areas. I think you could. Can I just Google it? Yeah, I can literally just Google CTAF. In O'Hare, it's 119.9er. What about in New Orleans? CTAF is just common traffic advisory frequency. Some airports will have very specific ones. Some are just 1 to 2.8. But it's just, people just talk on it in uncontrolled airports. We usually get onto it once you are approaching. Speaking of approaching, I think we should probably get this figured out. That is annoying. Alright, so runway 11. So HRV is going to be over here. I already brought us up. I already set up a... I already created a custom waypoint for us. So we'll just come in like usual on a regular Sunday afternoon. No, I'm kidding. On a regular path to HRV. And then I extended and made a custom waypoint that reaches all the way out here, exactly 30 miles. And it just circles you around straight into runway 11. So it's 4,000 by turtle, so that's what I have set up. And the cool thing with Boeing is as soon as you get to your top of the descent point, the plane will do everything for you. So as soon as we reach this top of descent point, the plane will literally... I just gotta set this up to whatever altitude I wanted to go down to. And when it reaches that point, I could be at the store. And it'll go down to 4,000 and follow all the procedures. I love planes so much.
Gifts and savings you'll enjoy all year when you swim.
Is the music mute? Oh, there we go. I should be unmuted now. Alright, we just gotta watch as we're coming in. We've only been up in the air for about 46 minutes. And out of the gate for an hour. So we got another hour to get to the gates. But we got another 45 minutes to get down to the ground. And actually, if top of descent is this far away, what is this? 203, 208. So we'll probably be here by like... by 21:15, so in about 10 minutes. And then if we're coming down from 30,000, then we should be on the ground within like 20 minutes. This is going to be very fast. Shouldn't be long. And again, New Orleans, in my opinion, very underrated. Actually, we should be passing somewhere close to downtown New Orleans, I think. I've never actually had an approach take me over downtown. Yet. Not yet. Approach into runway 1. Runway 29er has you do that. And actually, I wanted to explore these approaches a little bit. So runway 10, that's the wrong one, hold on. Yeah, that's the wrong one. We gotta go arrival. So obviously 1 is what we're taking right here. And then localizer for 20. 20 doesn't really have you go from anywhere, it's just from Snacky. Then from 290, there is an ILS that goes directly over downtown. But I don't think anyone's ever gotten that. And then one more is runway 2. This is the most common one for landing. Hold on, no. No, yes. Runway 2 is most common for takeoff. I've seen people land on 2. I've seen people land the other way on 20. And I've seen people land on 11, I think. I really hope I'm right here. Go ahead, set it up for the ILS here. And Tampa decided it should begin by itself. And Redfin should be coming up shortly. Is there anybody else heading to New Orleans? Or am I the only one? There's one other person. The question is, where are they? I can't see where they are. Coming in from Dallas. But he's still on the ground in Dallas. Okay, no, he's taxiing out to his runway right now. It's a Delta aircraft. First of all the airlines, it's Delta aircraft. After this stream was supposed to be Tampa to Houston. And I forgot about that, and I decided New Orleans in the middle of the week is going to be more fun. Was I right? Maybe. We'll have to see. Should be close enough where I can zoom in and actually see everything. Same with this one. You know what? I'll keep this one out for a little bit. Give me a left-hand turn here. You know what? We'll keep it at this camera until Top of the Sun comes in. If you had remembered, you wouldn't have gotten this livery. What about this livery? It was unveiled in 2021 for the airline's 50th anniversary. Oh, interesting. I'm saying you wouldn't gotten a different aircraft had you remembered to go to Houston instead of New Orleans. No, this was the original plan. It was to use this aircraft. Just because I've never flown to Houston. Here's Top of the Sun, by the way. We can go and pop the seatbelts on. I've never been to New Orleans, but I've never been to Houston. And honestly, like, who the hell goes to Houston? I'm sorry if somebody's from there, but like, who the hell ever flies to Houston in the simulator? Like, that just does not sound fun. The only narrative I would do that is, like, if the Houston Texans go to the Super Bowl or something, and I can fly them out to, like, San Francisco. Maybe something sportsy, you know, that something that has a theme behind it. I would fly into Houston, but, like, just as it is, it's basically like flying into Chicago Midway, except it's less scenic, and it's a lot more boring. Although I do gotta fly into hobby at some point, because actually it does look very cool. Maybe with this aircraft, maybe I'll do a lot of like off-camera streams. Off-camera, I've been flying one specific Frontier aircraft all over the place. This guy. I flew on this livery 6 years ago, as of now, and I've been flying him everywhere. I have been flying everywhere with him. So Chicago to Dallas, I streamed that 2 weeks ago. Then to Denver. No, I did Denver to Chicago. Then Chicago to Dallas, back to Denver, to St. Louis, and then yesterday I did a flight to Atlanta. And I'm probably going to take him up to Buffalo either tomorrow or Friday morning. Buffalo's a new airport that I got. I'm hoping to get Jacksonville too. Although I'm trying to think, where else would I fly this plane that could be fun? Buffalo is very, very far. It's doable, but it's far. Let's go to Houston Airport as long as it's the George Bush Intercontinental. Really, I always thought that airport is outdated and hated. Like, isn't it just pure United? Like, there's nothing going on. It's like a plain airport. It just seems that way from all the pictures. So again, I'm just gonna go up to Buffalo and then probably down to Philly and then back to Chicago. I think either Philly or Charlotte. Probably Philly. Philly's more fun. You could fly from Midway to Newark using Frontier. Do they fly to Newark? Oh, that's right, they do. They did start. I think you were the one who pointed it out a few weeks ago. They started that. And you know what? I actually do have an aircraft, one Frontier aircraft in Midway that needs to go somewhere. Do I have a Southwest we placed in Midway? I do. One of these OG liveries. Where's he supposed to be? So this one's staying here. This one's supposed to be in LaGuardia. Yes. I'm gonna put him in LaGuardia. JP, how's it going? Thanks for joining up. We're just about to start a descent into New Orleans. We're at 30,000, so it shouldn't take too long. Should not take too long, but it is getting a little more stormy. It appears. A little more cloudy. There's gonna be a Spirit Airlines plane flying out of New Orleans when we land. So yeah, so this plane needs to go from Midway to its original home was Midway, but I decided to make it LaGuardia just because I added a bunch of new Frontier aircraft to the fleet. So he's going to LaGuardia. He's gonna stay here, and then this Southwest plane. What exactly? His home is Tampa, so I'm guessing I'd take him. It's not his first flight. I've done a flight from Midway to Tampa on this plane before. Maybe we'd go New Orleans to Midway, or something else. Maybe like New Orleans to DC, or maybe I will fly to Houston with them, and then like to Dallas, and then to Atlanta, and then back to Tampa. Make like a circle with them. It's gonna be fun. Houston has the 7.5s going for it. Also, yeah, thanks for pointing it out. You can do the Frontier to this Munoz Marina. That could be a cool one. Is that from Midway? Oh, Newark to Los Munos. That's a long ass flight. That's even longer than Chicago. That's 4 hours. Damn, I've never even done a flight that long. Why is this thing playing ads? We've started ascent. Seatbelts are on. Yeah, this plane, just one flight. It'll find its way back to Tampa at some way. Probably take it down to like Cancun, and then from Cancun to like Fort Lauderdale or something, and then he'll make like another loop to like Atlanta, New Orleans, and back to Tampa. It's somewhere or another. But the reason I'm saying that is because I've been flying this plane freaking everywhere. Literally everywhere. Hold on, there was another one in here? One home in Atlanta. This one's supposed to be in Fort Worth. Why did I fly it to Atlanta then? I could have flew to Fort Worth last night. You should. I believe in it, dude. Do the flight. I'm giving you the golden content. I've never tried doing a long flight before. I could think of something. I've done Chicago to Cancun several times. I've done Fort Lauderdale to Chicago and back. And I think I was in the talks of doing a a JFK to Fort Lauderdale or JFK to Cancun flight with a JetBlue aircraft, because I don't have any one of those in the fleet. That could be fun. Although Cancun could be a little far, so maybe we'll just do Fort Lauderdale. I think I did add him, didn't I? JetBlue, Jay is down here. Yeah, he's in JFK. I'm flying into Chicago from Flint the day after Christmas. We're visiting the aunt and uncle who live in Lake Forest. Ooh, Lake Forest. Ah, yes, Lake Forest. That's right. Oh, damn. Yeah, pretty far up north. You're flying into Chicago, not like Milwaukee or anything, right? Be midway. It's probably like a good hour drive north if we're gonna be going through downtown. Dang. What is wrong with me? Spending all this time in the dark basement. Let's figure out our arrival into New Orleans. So HRV will take us down, and then we got the parallel, of course. Let's look at the calculations really quickly. Flying on the A319 into Newark, to Boston. Booked it on a 7-3 Max and checked the itinerary. I had to find out my flight was downgraded. Dude, that's sad. When I was flying to Mexico last Monday, the original plane was supposed to be Walrus. Hold on, is it available? Okay, it is. It was supposed to be Seymour the yes, Seymour the Walrus. What's the... Okay, it's N716FR. Seymour the Walrus was the original plane that was supposed to take me there. But then I checked the day after and they changed it. It was trying to remember what the registration was. It ended up going to Powder the Polar Bear. It was 711 FR. And this plane, I think on my channel I have a video. I got row 14 in front of the engine on the flight there. And then on the flight back, I got to fly on another favorite of mine. Again, this plane. It took me from Cancun back to Chicago 2 years ago, and I got to fly the exact same route, exact same plane 2 years later. This would have been this was Saturday night. All the videos are up in 4K on my channel. You guys can go check them out. But what I didn't realize is they painted the Sharkless white on this aircraft because they're like redoing something. If you look it up, they're gonna have a picture. These are all old pictures. Basically, they repainted all of them white for some apparent reason, so that was a bit of a bummer. But it's alright. 3002, I believe, is the altimeter. Is that correct? No, 3006. Let's go ahead and redo all this. Hold on. It is 3002. Flaps 40. Into New Orleans. AC. No anti-ice. AC on. Choosing runway 11. Winds are still from 100, so we got that. Then over to here, we'll import. We'll do auto brake 2 and add 1. We import this. We'll calculate that. And if we go back over here, what's the speed? It's going to give us 140. Dang. So we'll just not add anything. Wanted to find the Max since the only time I've flown in it was in Southwest. From Denver to Boise back in November. I've never been in a Max before. That's the one popular aircraft I've never been on. Or an A319. Or a 737-800. I've never been in an 800 before. I've been in the 700s, but I don't fly American or United. I just fly the Southwest once. One round flight. And we mainly fly budget, so that's why. I'm mainly on the A320, the 20 CEOs and NEOs, and the 321 CEOs and NEOs. Thankfully, both ways to and from Cancun, I got 2 CEO aircraft. And I absolutely love CEO aircraft. You guys should know that. I think of runway we're probably gonna take full length because the runway takes us all the way to the gates. Why don't I have New Orleans Airport and gates pinned? Why do I still have Tampa pinned? Here we go. So if anything, yeah, we can just exit like right here. Yeah, so just Gulf 8 and then just go straight north. So it shouldn't be a problem. We could do that. If anything, we could just... Actually, would that be too much? No, we could take auto brake 1. We're not in a hurry to slow down at all. Auto brake 1 it is. Here's, oh shoot, we are down at 11,000 already. We gotta... The clouds rolling in too. Music had to be turned off a long time ago. Actually, hold on. We're doing flight recording, right? Yes, we are doing flight recording, so I'm just gonna mute it for now. Better than Max 8 and a Max 9. Oh, right, because Alaska flies to Max 9. Actually, I'm not even sure how pretty the replays will be. There's 10,000 feet. We can go ahead and pop these suckers on, and we'll get on the CTAF frequency. There's nobody in New Orleans at the moment. Now, where does Southwest park? That's the question. Southwest takes any one of... Can we see the ground or not? Not yet. Dude. Stupid clouds. It's not even raining here anymore. It shouldn't even be cloudy. I don't understand why it is. Here, Southwest takes... Southwest takes all of these gates right here. So we'll probably take like Bravo 8 or something. Or Bravo 12. Either Bravo 8 or 12. Okay, which ones are available? New Orleans. Bravo... Okay, so Bravo 10 and all the way inside here. Okay. You know what? We'll do Bravo 10. How's that? Bravo 10 is planned. And again, it's going to be really simple. It's just going to be landing in here and then straight to the ramp. And this should be just one taxi we're taking a second. Yeah, there we go. All right, 10,000 feet. Passing through. We can go ahead and zoom in on here. I book my flights to look for the best aircraft and the price is right. Go for it. That makes sense. I'd do that too if I had money. But I don't. Oh, there's the ground. Okay, so it is raining a little bit. I think it was storming here, so that's the clouds. Just the intricate cloud structure. Over there is very nice though. I look at the flight details and if it's good I can hop on a flight on a livery afterwards. What's the wind? What's the wind coming into here? 14. Jeez. Okay. So a huge headwind coming in. And we are pretty heavy. But it does mean we should be able to stop pretty well. And we're just gonna have to watch the descent because we are, I think, a little behind on profile. Can we introduce more drag or no? It'll be fine. 4,000 and then it's 2,000. We'll go down to 2,000 the next one. And 286. Now it is an ILS, so we gotta prepare the ILS real quick. So it's gonna be 106 the course. 106. What's your frequency? 109.9. So ILS 10990. We'll switch that on. And ILS 10990. Just switch that on here. There we go. And if we can cross-check that with the charts, that'd be great. The approach charts. It's not about the money, it's about the experience, especially when you're flying an economy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but when it comes to me, I still can't afford a simple $156 fare. Because apparently flying from Chicago to Indianapolis is going to set you back $200 when I can drive there on one tank for 50 bucks. Or however much gas costs nowadays. 203 is the minimum, so we'll set that up. 203. And then we said, what were the frequencies? 106 for the course, both sides. That's all set. We can update it over here as well. And 109.9er. All set. Everything's good up here. I would have took Amtrak for less. Yeah, that's true. I think actually driving is a little more fun than train. I'm not gonna lie, because if we take the is that the runway? It probably is the runway. All right, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I would honestly rather drive and take the train, just because for trains you gotta leave your car in a parking lot and you never know what the frick is gonna happen. Somebody's gonna beat it up. Someone's gonna steal it. I don't know. I'd rather not. If it's a day trip like up to Milwaukee, yeah, that'd be fun. Who else is flying to New Orleans? Somebody else. So the Delta flight from Dallas Love is already up and about, and the other one took off from Daytona Beach, so he's on his way. The Delta from Dallas should be here first though, because he has a more straighter approach. I don't drive, so I don't have that problem. Yeah, I'm 17, but I don't have a car. 5,000. By choice, and because I don't want to spend all my money on insurance and an actual car. I'd rather save up that money for flight school in a few years. There's a left-hand turn. We can start watching for that. For that glide slope and for the localizers start picking up. We can actually drop flaps 1. Flaps 1. Flaps 1. We're gonna do some flight recording here real quick. Cars are overrated. That's what I think so. Alright, we should be picking up. There's a localizer and the glide slope's a little below. I think we should be able to catch up, right? I should be able to catch up here in a second. Go flaps 2. Fun, the flaps finally work. I usually wait until we're fully aligned to turn anything on. We gotta quickly drop some. Gotta drop some speed. There we go. Spoilers are mainly used to keep the speed to have a higher descent rate, just so we can catch up with the glide slope here. Go flaps 5. There's a runway up ahead. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and activate approach mode. Bring the spoilers in. Got approach mode on, so it should pick it up in a second. There's the glide slope. And localizer. Awesome. We are on the signal. We're tracking there. 6 speed down to 140 now. Gonna activate all of these. Of course this happens. The worst time possible. Why the hell did it deactivate? Alright, we still got it. Bring those out. Look at the go around. So the go around is 2,130. Got it. So we're dropping flaps 10. The Bridget was talking about. Go flaps 15 now. And we'll drop gear down. Flight attendants, cease for landing. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the landing. And we'll go flaps 25. Bring the spoilers in. And flaps full, actually. Flaps full. And we'll arm the speed brake. Alright, we're all set up. I'm going to start the recording here. Gears down. We're fully configured for landing. And we got the go around ready. And if anything, we'll land and we'll exit straight on Gulf 8 and straight into Bravo 10, I believe we selected. New Orleans looking very, very nice. This bridge, I had a, I think it's part of the airport. There's a Superdome in the background there in downtown New Orleans. That's all activated. Here we go. All set to land. New Orleans traffic's at the Southwest 1549, landing runway 11. There's actually an aircraft on the ground. There we go. That Spirit finally appeared. All right. My aircraft. I'm flying it down. And my aircraft again. The auto throttle does not deactivate, so I'll grab that. Let's land it now. Nice and smooth. We're not slamming it. We're not slamming a Boeing today. A little to the left. Oh, what a... Alright, 164, we'll take it. Spoilers. There we are. Reversers. We'll take the first left. Not bad. 164. Could have done so much better. Go ahead and deactivate these lights. Go ahead and deactivate TRA. And we'll make a left turn here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to New Orleans. We'll stop the recording. Turn left here. Gonna start the AP really quickly. There we are. Put flaps up. I haven't flown here during the day though. That bridge looks very, very cool. Like a left turn and then a right turn and then a left turn. Yo, Evan, what's up, man? I don't know if you tuned in just in time for the landing there. I think fluttered one too many times. But it's alright. Bravo 10, I believe, was the gate we took. One of these here. I'm not in the right. Am I in the right taxiway? I am, okay. Alright, so Bravo 10 was the gate that we took. We'll turn here and here. There we go. Right on center line. Come on. There we go. My glass is really screwing me over. Come on. A little more. Just a little more. That's good enough. Parking brake. APU is on. Get that active. Engine 1 and 2. Ladies and gentlemen, truly welcome to New Orleans. We'll get all the jet bridges connected. We'll turn that off. We'll turn that off. We'll request deboarding. These lights should have come up a while ago. My bad. Get all these off. I don't even need this light. What was the landing altitude in the runway again? What is the runway altitude? It's 11. Okay, so actually I was pretty spot on. If not, I'll just bring it down here. Set the chocks. Bring this to standby. And deactivate both of these. And then we can turn off terrain as well. I didn't even know I had that on. Alright. Did I ask for deboarding or not? Deboarding requested. What is it waiting for? That guy's pushing. What the frick is it waiting for, huh? It did this last time with a with the Airbus. What does it want this time? Come on, do I have to restart it? Seriously? We're restarting it. Was it letting 164? 164. It's not terrible. We'll take that. I think we floated it a little bit. Now deplaning should work. We'll switch this one off and this one off. There we are. Alright, so let's see what did Volanta give us for our landing rate. See if it tried shooting us out. Negative 194. You know what? We will take that. 100. We will take that all the way. Negative 194. We'll end that flight now. Very nice. I thought I might have crashed it into the ground, but it was surprisingly fine. And again, there's a guy right here. He's going over to Fort Lauderdale. No ground power. Let's check out this airport really quickly while we wait for deboarding. First of all, this is a knee builds, so if that doesn't tell you guys something, I don't know. So, all right, let me really quickly do something. Bring this down. I'm gonna disconnect from VATSIM. To get the annoying plane out of the way. We'll disconnect from Volanta as well. And what we're also going to do is we're going to get some music on. Alright, now... Hour 30 was the airtime. We were hour 19, which is not bad. And then hour 33 was the block time. It was supposed to be 2 hours, so nice. We're 30 minutes early. Very nice. Make sure everything here is off, right? We'll keep that on for now. Alright, let's go explore this airport really quickly while we wait for deboarding. Now, first of all, this weather is really pissing me off. This is not supposed to be happening in New Orleans. I did a fly out of here last night, I said, and I flew out of this gate right here. Apparently, there's no jetway here. Apparently, it's a ramp. So, as we drive up, it'd be cool. It would be very cool if this was like a window here. You drive up, you get dropped off. Here's why I think this airport's underrated. First of all, because it looks very, very nice. That's the number one thing. LVFR really know how to do their airports. Alright, this is what it looks like. This is what... First of all, I don't even know why there's doors all the way over there. That's weird. This is what check-in looks like. That is freaking cool. Of course, the bags get funneled down here and moved that way. Alright, so bags are like this. So you got Southwest, JetBlue, Delta, United, Spirit, Frontier, American, Alaska, Air Canada, British, Copa, Allegiant apparently goes here, Sun Country goes here, Condor. Nice, nice. And then what do you do from here? There's nothing, probably like restaurants. Yeah, there's a Sky Club here. There's definitely a bunch of restaurants here. What the heck is this? Okay, there's nothing really here. There's a bunch of restaurants here. Security's down there, which is actually very cool. I like how security's down there. This is probably also like something else. Now you can go down here, and here's security. Now if you're arriving, you can probably go through like an area here, and then down here is your baggage claim, and this is actually really cool too. Because the baggage claim is right over here, and guess what's on the other side? Oh, it is the airport. The ramps are right here. So it just drives you right in. Very cool design, very nice. Alright, this bridge is looking very, very fine. So here is the metal detectors, or whatever, provision stuff. And then whichever way you go, it looks cool either way. There's restaurants obviously along the way. That is an ad. Why is the ad playing? I don't care about Squarespace.
You can get a domain from...
They look the same on both sides. So obviously you're going to see like the cool little sunroof. Actually, the sunroof here is pretty cool. Very nice. I can see through it, but not through it, if that kind of makes sense. And then on the other side, it's essentially the same thing. Flying out of here is going to be very fun, actually. Like another way, you just go this way. Now the cool thing with in this direction, yeah, you have this way to go in. And there's a few gaps that could be filled in that LVFR did not, that LVFR did not do. But again, it all looks the same. The cool bars in the middle, right? It's all a bunch of detail. Could be a little lag at times. These are the people deboarding. They actually do have proper walkways now. There's a pretty long gate too. And then as you walk out here, there's another area on this side. And this is where I think Frontier and Allegiant mostly park. Be over here. This is a little bit of an extended area here. This is all the new terminal, by the way, and it goes all the way over here. And again, apparently, don't try flying out of these. There's a bathroom here. Seriously, that's kind of cool. Don't try flying out of here because you're not gonna get a gate. It's gonna have to be air stairs. Now on the other side, this is the old terminal, from what I believe. I believe it's no longer used, but it might be. I don't know. The new one looks very nice. I remember back in when the simulator first came out, I think that one didn't exist yet. When did New Orleans new terminal open? Oh, 2019. This lighting is really screwing everything up. This is the older terminal. There's no interior here except this part. But like, I don't even know who the heck flies in here. These gates don't even freaking work. It's only these. But again, no idea who flies here. Why am I lagging all of a sudden? Either way, New Orleans, very, very cool, underrated airport. Fly in, fly out of here. It's very, very nice. I like it a lot. I'm definitely going to be doing that. But I think it's about time for replays, isn't it? Oh, we still got quite some passengers to go, but screw the passengers, man. I'm going to go ahead and just imagine everybody deplane. I'm going to go ahead and throw this plane up in a different manner. I'm going to go ahead and go menu, PMDG, load, for final. I clicked something, didn't I? Load, final, execute. Here we go. Yes, we'll go flaps full. The gate does not want to let me through. There we go. We're gonna go ahead, arm the speed brake. Still gonna have to calibrate it in some way. It's not fully working yet. There we go. Because if I put in the arm detent on my thing. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty nice. No, see, it deploys a little bit. Which is a little bit annoying, but I don't know if there's anything I can do about it. Alright, either way, I can go ahead and mute that, actually. Let's go ahead and bring the replays back. Let me just make sure all the lights are on. So we're going to have this on. All this. All that. At this point, we're going to have the logo on. No wing lights. This on. All this, all this. This turns on. And we can start the replays. We're gonna watch it from this angle first, because this is gonna be the coolest. We're doing auto brake 1. Well, it's deployed. We're gonna go ahead and just rearm it. I gotta know how to put it in the arm detent on my thing without deploying the speed brake, because you can do that. Is there sun from this angle? There is. Interesting. We're doing an outside view first. First of all, this approach looks freaking sick. I don't know what to tell you. That bridge looks amazing. I'll take a screenshot later. Go ahead and skip through. So 116.4 is it? Yeah, big float there. I see it. I see it. Run it back. We're gonna run to this side. Alright. Okay, it's alright. We'll take it back and we'll watch from the wing views. Again, that bridge looks absolutely spectacular. Whoever made this bridge looks amazing. And it doesn't look the best up close, but like from a distance, it at least looks detailed, which is very nice. It really does look like the South, like Louisiana. But like, and the weather looks very gloomy. These trees are awfully tall too. I don't know why. And from that angle, it looks bad. Bring it back here. We'll watch it from this angle. They deployed from here? Or they are a little bit. What happens if they are actually deployed? Hold on. There's that initial flare. I think I retarded the throttle a little too early. Sorry, a little too late. That's what it was. We landed way off center line. Bring it back yet again. With this side. Alright, not too bad. Bring it back to this view over here. This should be an interesting one. From that angle, it looks good. From there, it looks good. I gotta redo these seats, but this looks so real. I'm not even gonna lie. We're bringing it back one last time. Oh, this camera be right here. That looks so fine. That bridge looks so good. Sim sounds. Let me bring the sim sounds up real quick. Like right there. There we go. Not too high. Looks like some bridges in Fort Lauderdale, honestly. So from the left side, it's gonna look good, is it? Let me see. A little farther back, hold on. Yeah, it looks good from the right side. Okay. We'll bring it back. I want that screenshot. We do like that. Oh, that's gonna look good. That, and then also another one that's like blurred, but like this. Oh, hold on, we gotta bring it back a little bit. Like there. There we go. There we are. Alright. Not bad. I'm gonna watch from this angle. Just sign out. That's it for this one. Short one, just about 2 hours long. They changed the YouTube thing a little bit. It looks a little different. Good approach. I actually really like New Orleans. I'm telling you guys, fly it. It's very fun, very cool. Fly out of it, especially. It's gonna look very nice at night. Fly into it at night. This bridge looks amazing. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It looks so good. It looks so long. Nothing going on Friday morning. It's gonna be probably until next week. I'll probably do the Christmas morning thing. I'll try to do a Christmas morning stream. Probably will. But I think you guys can figure it out like last minute. It'll be just watch out Christmas morning, like 9 o'clock or something. Maybe a little later. Just watch for something longer. Maybe something like Buffalo to Chicago. Something very holiday-ish. Thank everybody for watching. Thank everybody for being here, and I'll see you guys all next time. Later.